City, sponsored by irishmusic.co.uk. For all your music needs, visit our website.
And welcome back to another great show of Shamrock City. And actually, it's a very, very special show today. As you can see, we've got Sean Lockery. Sean, nice seeing you again.
Good to see you, Larry.
But it's a very special day today, isn't it? Because
yeah, a really special day for me. You know, for a long time now, my father's music I've really cherished, and I'd love to see it out there. And it's been very difficult to get a hold of, but we've got it all together here.
We've got it all together, and the whole show today is dedicated to Johnny Lockery, who's one of the most popular, one of the most requested artists in the Irish country music scene.
I'm sitting in a barroom in Chicago all alone, looking at the rain coming down. Put another nickel in the jukebox on the wall, and I played a few old songs from way back home. The record started playing and it mentioned Donegal. Then it gave a mention to Tyrone. But words don't mean nothing when you're sitting in a bar, when any town in Ireland would be home. Any town in Ireland would be home. Just a cottage by a river all alone. But I'm sitting in a barroom in Chicago Sunday morning, when any town in Ireland would be home. Another record mentioned Galway and Mayo, Roscommon, Dublin and Athlone. The bartender asked me what town I came from. I said any town in Ireland would be home. Any town in Ireland would be home. Just a cottage by a river all alone. But I'm sitting in a barroom in Chicago Sunday morning, when any town in Ireland would be home. Any town in Ireland would be home. Just a cottage by a river all alone. But I'm sitting in a barroom in Chicago Sunday morning, when any town in Ireland would be home. When any town in Ireland would be home.
And you'll see on the screen, there's four 3 CD sets, and it's a Johnny Lockery story, 1, 2, 3 and 4, you'll see, and we're going to work our way through. And before we start, I can see that the first album in the first set, The Black Sheep, was recorded in 1990. Yeah. And is that when your dad started singing?
No, believe it or not, Dad was singing live for, I think about 25 years before that, prior to that. We started off with a band called Paddy Feary and the Bamba Blarney Band, doing live shows. I did it once. Yeah. Paddy Feary and the Bamba Blarney Band.
Right, okay.
And I remember Paddy Feary back in the day, because I might not look it, but I'm a bit older than I look. And that's where Dad started.
And how old was he then?
Just round about the 20 mark.
Oh, right. So he was very young when he started.
Yeah, yeah.
But not recording, obviously.
No, not until 1990, The Black Sheep.
Okay, so well, let's have a little listen of a selection of some of the songs from that first album.
I've been wayward, and I won't be anymore. Give me just another chance and put me to the test. You'll find your black sheep loves his dad far better than the rest. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw that's been running, came the whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip. The big iron on his head. The record started playing, and it mentioned Donegal. Then it gave a mention to Tyrone. But words don't mean nothing when you're sitting in a bar, when any town in Ireland would be home. The blazing sun beat down upon the earth that final day. With heavy hearts they prayed to God that he would show the way. When from a headed valley came a voice they ne'er forgot. Where's my daddy? Where's my daddy? Cried the little boy lost. Where's my daddy? Where's my daddy? Cried the little boy lost. Usually I meet with the boys on Friday. Only this morning she said this is my day. The look she gave me sent a shiver down into my soul. Love is on a roll, love is on a good roll.
Okay, Sean, there's a story behind the Black Sheep, isn't there, about that particular album?
Yeah, that was the one and only cassette that Dad did. Everything else was done on CD. But the Black Sheep was a cassette, and by hook and by crook and some great people out there, we managed to get a copy
And it's all been
of the old
remastered.
cassette, and it's been lovingly restored and come out and taken all the edges off it, fine-tuned it, and it's sounding fantastic. And I'm so pleased because it's like lost songs of Johnny Lockery's.
And when was
brought back
that?
to
That
life.
was done specifically for this.
Yeah, for the Johnny Lockery story. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. And so that was one of the original recordings from 1990.
Yeah.
Nearly 30 years ago.
A long time ago.
A long time ago. And there's some Christmas tracks on there, I believe.
Yeah, well, a song that Dad wrote himself is a bonus track that goes along with the Black Sheep, and again, it's a very popular Christmas song that Dad wrote, and throw it in, it's great.
And that's all on in the first pack of the Johnny Lockery Story Volume 1.
I don't remember loving you, and I don't recall the things you say you put me through. You tell me that you've had a guilty conscience for so long. You say that you walked out on me, you say you did me wrong. I just don't see how that could be true, 'cause I don't remember loving you. I don't remember loving you. You might talk to my doctor, he drops by each day at 2. I get a funny feeling when I look into your eyes. There's something in your smile that gives my stomach butterflies. You must look like someone I once knew, but I don't remember loving you. I don't remember loving you. I heard you mention children. Did you say there's one or two? You say I quit my job and then I drank myself insane. You say that I ran down the highway screaming out your name. Now that's not the sort of thing that I would do. I don't remember loving you. I don't remember loving you. I absolutely, positively know that can't be true. But everyone I know here in this place is very strange. If you'll hand me my crayons, I'll be glad to take your name, in case I run across the guy you knew. But I don't remember loving you. I don't remember loving job and then I drank myself insane. You say that I ran down the highway screaming out your name. That's not the sort of thing that I might do. I don't remember loving you. I don't remember loving you. I heard you mention children. Did you say there's one or two? Say I quit my job and then I drank myself insane.
Sponsored by irishmusic.co.uk. Sponsored by irishmusic.co.uk.
Downtown in a barroom, both of us needing a friend. You brought me home to your doorstep. It was there you invited me in. We spent the wee hours dancing to your favorite home stereo sound. We talked about what we'd been needing, discussing our ups and our downs. And I had a beautiful time, holding your heart next to mine. I poured out my feelings while you poured the wine. I had a beautiful time. If I seem a wee bit uneasy, you really have sized me up right. There's somebody home stood up waiting. She's probably been waiting up all night. And I can't say I've learned all the answers, but you listened while I rattled on. And you've been a beautiful lady, and you kept me from being alone. And I had a beautiful time, holding your body next to mine. I poured out my feelings while you poured the wine. I had a beautiful time. Yes, I had a beautiful time, holding your heart next to mine. I poured out my feelings while you poured the wine. I had a beautiful time. I poured out my feelings while you poured the wine. I had a beautiful time.
Okay, listen to that. Should we move on to the next one? Should we? I'll tell you what, before we talk about this next lot, we'll listen to some of the music from that second pack.
Over my shoulder, and an old love still in my heart. Her name is Mary, alias Bridie, with hair of silver, long flowing down. She dreams that one day she'll come home to stay, no more to ramble through London town. All I want is an old-fashioned girl who can lead me to a newfangled world. Just a sweetheart who can set me a whirl All I want is an old-fashioned girl. Why me, Lord? What have I ever done to deserve even one of the pleasures I've known? Tell me, Lord, what did I ever do to be worthy of you and the kindness you've shown? I'm going home to my county to roam, the place where I roamed as a boy, where the rivers run free. That's where I want to be, so I'm going back to Ireland again. It's been a long time since I made up my mind to wander away from my home, when the bright city lights came calling one night.
Right, now on the second set, the 3 CD set, the Johnny Lockery Story Volume 2, is The World of, Through the Years, and Do You Know?
Yeah.
They were the albums originally, and what tracks are on there? Do you remember some of the tracks?
Yeah, there's on The World of, it's like a selection of Dad's at that current time most popular songs. Galway Bay, Miller's Cave, some great stuff, Big Iron, and on the other
really
albums,
classic songs, yeah.
Under the song, I mean, Dad was a big Merle Haggard fan, did some great covers, but Dad did it in his own way, his own style, his own interpretation. And there's also some original stuff. I'm Going Back to Ireland Again. I'm Going Back to Ireland Again is a song that Dad wrote about his home county Tyrone. And it's a beautiful song that gets lots of requests.
Well, you know, we're going through these songs and you're listening to some, but the rest are all being scrolled on the screen, so you can see how many tracks you get in that Volume 2 of the Johnny Lockery Story. And I think it was interesting you say that he was a big fan of Merle Haggard, and he covered his songs, but in his own way. Who else do you think influenced him?
Charlie Pride was a big influence on Dad. He enjoyed Randy Travis, Gene Watson, some of the great American greats, you know. But the thing that singled Dad out was his own unique singing style.
That's it. He didn't sound like when he covered.
No,
he didn't sound like that, but he could see good artists, good songs, and covered them well. Okay, let's listen to a few more of the tracks from that second set, the Johnny Lockery Story Volume 2.
Holding your heart next to mine, I poured out my feelings while you poured the wine. I had a beautiful time. Do you know you are my sunshine? She asked so sweet and tenderly. Do you know you are my sunshine? And would you do it one more time for me? Waltz across Ireland with you in my arms. Waltz across Ireland with you. Like a storybook ending, I'm lost in your charms. I could waltz across Ireland with you. You can close all the doors now, it's over and done. You can tell all your friends that I'm gone. You can shelve all the dreams that we shared through the years, but your memory will still linger on. You can't take your memory away. I can't close the door to my heart. Maybe someday time will ease all the pain, but it won't take your memory away. This is my homeland, the land I was born. No matter where I go, it's in my soul. My feet may wander 1,000 places, but my heart will lead me back home to my She was standing in the crowd, all alone, looking pretty, listening to the music that we played. She walked up and whispered. I leaned down and listened to the request that she made. Do you know you are my sunshine? She asked so sweet and tenderly. Do you know you are my sunshine? And would you do it one more time for me? Border to border and ocean to ocean, I still look for her every place. I'm chasing the sunshine each and every night, searching every crowd for her face. She was gone just as quick as the song that she asked for, taking my sunshine away. But someday when I finally look down and see her, I know just what I'm gonna say. Do you know you are my sunshine? Do you know what your smile did to me? Do you know you are my sunshine? And it looks like you're always gonna be. Do you know you are my sunshine? Do you know what your smile did to me? Do you know you are my sunshine? And it looks like you're always gonna be. Do you know you are my sunshine?
Sponsored by irishmusic.co.uk. Sponsored by irishmusic.co.uk.
It's the Country Music Jukebox. 240 country hits in one amazing collection. And they are all the original hits by the original artists. Country Music Jukebox is an 8-CD collection that comes to you in its own presentation pack. Call the number on screen or click on our website now.
Now, Johnny Lockery Story Volume 3 that you can see on the screen now, it's 2 CDs, but this time we've got a DVD in there. And tell me a bit about the DVD. We were discussing it earlier, but it's quite interesting because a lot of this hasn't been seen before.
Yeah, Dad only got the chance to make one DVD, and that was The World Of. And during the making of his second DVD, he took ill at that time and got to complete 5 more songs. So we're putting those 5 songs as a bonus tracks with the World Of DVD.
Right, so
in set 3.
In set 3, you're getting 2 CDs plus that DVD. And how many tracks do you know roughly on that?
There was 12 on the World Of, and another 5. There was 17 DVDs. Which
is great. Instead of just listening to Johnny Lockery, you can actually watch him. And this whole collection is excellent, isn't it?
There's a serious amount of music involved. Yeah.
There is. Yeah, exactly. Come, let's watch a bit of it now.
It takes all kinds of man to build you a house, a mansion on a hilltop or a castle in the sky. With your architects and painters, you can shape it like a dome. But it still takes a woman to build you a home. But old pictures have a way of fading, like a love that wasn't meant to be. Still each night I dig out the family album, but old photographs sure get to me. Damn the pride that makes me want to break instead of bend, for reasons I've forgotten now. I lost my one true friend. I go somewhere and cry myself to sleep, not because I'm sad, because I'm weak. I can't stand the thought of life alone without her. I think I'll go somewhere and cry myself to sleep. Step into my heart, leave your cares behind. Welcome to my world, built with you in mind.
Now, Sean, just before these were recorded, and it seems like a really peak period from 97 to 98 where he recorded a lot, but just before that, that's when you were saying he went full time as a singer, and that's when his popularity really, you know,
took off. Yeah,
absolutely
in
took
fact,
off.
it exploded. You know, he really did start making big moves in the scene and getting ever more popular from like 95 onwards, and coming to like 97 he started recording an album nearly every 6 to 9 months, you know, because there was that much demand for his stuff, and that period was a really busy time for Dad.
And I think you were saying earlier to me that he was really into the Tex-Mex music.
Yeah.
And so and I notice here one of the tracks on this set with the 2 CDs and 1 DVD, Run for the Border.
Yeah.
And he did, what tracks? It was sort of Marty Robbins.
Yeah, Marty Robbins stuff. Ave Maria Morales was another one. Big Iron.
Yes.
You know, he was known for it, and Dad would love to act out on stage, and in the videos, as you see, some of the moves that the gunfighters would have carried on, that was his thing.
Oh, that's right, you said that the Marty Robbins album, Gunfighter,
Ballads,
ballads
yeah.
and it was something, it was Gunfighter, ballads and something else, but your dad loved all that.
He loved all that stuff, yeah.
Okay, should we have another listen to some more tracks?
Lonesome, number one. Just call me lonesome, number one. Of unknown titles have I won. I surely must be lonesome, number one. And it took me in my mind to a place I left behind, to the river and the fields where I did play. Once again I was that boy who knew nothing, only joy, in those wonderful old days in Kilconlea. I can see your heart is aching. He hurt you more than he knew. But should you ever want to love again, I'll be faithful to you. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night wind wails. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Goodbye, my friends, the time has come, so we must move along. Goodbye, my friends, another town is waiting for our song. But you know we're thinking of you, no matter where we roam. And now it's time to wish you all a safe journey home. I can see your heart is aching. He hurt you more than he knew. But should you ever want to love again, I'll be faithful to you. You've been crying like a willow when the night birds sing so blue. Trust was broken, but hearts will mend. and I'll be faithful to you. 'Cause in this world of pain and sorrow, where a promise won't hold true, here's a vow you can be sure of. I'll be faithful to you. So let me dry away your lonesome tears, like the sun melts morning dew, and I will wrap you up in true, true love, and I'll be faithful to you. 'Cause in this world of pain and sorrow, where a promise won't hold true, here's a vow you can be sure of. I'll be faithful to you. I'll be faithful to you.
Now then, the final edition of the Johnny Lockery Story, Volume 4. It's got 3 CDs in it again. I'm going to tell you a bit later how you can get these, and I'm sure you're going to want them, but I'll tell you a little bit later after we've spoken a bit more. But these 3 CDs, these were recorded from 2001 to 2005. You got Walking in the Sunshine, Wine and Roses, and you were saying is your dad's last album altogether now.
Yeah.
And I suppose you remember when all these were recorded and
Yeah,
what happened.
especially All Together Now, because they say that was indeed Dad's final CD, and we actually listened to the master copy from the studio when Dad was actually in the hospice suffering from his illness. So we were very fortunate that we got the chance to listen to it, because it was a very proud moment for Dad.
It must be hard listening to it now.
Yeah, it really was. And then at that particular time, we listened to it over and over again, all the family, because we wanted to. But Dad wrote a couple of songs on there which were very important to him, about his faith, like a gospel-y kind of songs. Don't Give Up on Me, Lord, and Ave Maria. They're very, very special songs, beautiful songs that Dad wrote, and they just sort of pulled the whole album together, you know, some classics, country classics.
And yeah, you're going to get an opportunity to listen. Well, in fact, let's go and listen to some of the tracks from those albums.
Walking in the sunshine, sing a little sunshine song. Put a smile upon your face as if there's nothing wrong. Think about a good time you had a long time ago. Think about forgetting about your worries and your woes. Walking in the sunshine, sing a little sunshine song. You are the calm at the center of my storm. When the cold wind blows, you're the fire that keeps me warm. When this whole world gets me down, I will rest inside your arms. You are the calm at the center of my storm. Anna Marie, Anna Marie, my heart remembers and sighs. A mountain that I may never climb, and it isn't a hill any longer. You gave me a mountain this time. Don't give up on me, Lord, don't give up on me. I'll get it all together, just you wait and see. I'll get back upon the path where I won't slip from thee. So please don't give up, Lord, don't give up on me.
Sponsored by irishmusic.co.uk. Sponsored by irishmusic.co.uk.
It's the Country Music Jukebox. 240 country hits in one amazing collection. And they are all the original hits by the original artists. Country Music Jukebox is an 8-CD collection that comes to you in its own presentation pack. Call the number on screen or click on our website now.
Okay, I'm about to tell you what we've actually got here. And as you can guess, we've got a very, very special offer today because it was a special show. I bet that brings back lots of great memories for you.
Absolutely, some great music there, Dad's. You know, it really does bring back the old days. You know.
And I suppose you see a lot of this you can't find anymore. You know, it hasn't been released recently. And the story you're saying about the Black Sheep that was only on cassette and it's been remastered. Great stuff, great songs.
Yeah, and people are constantly asking where they can get Johnny Lockery stuff, and we're here today. You know.
Well, if you want Johnny Lockery stuff, you've got his complete collection here. And as I say, because it's a special show and because Sean's here, we're doing it at a very, very special price. Now, let me just go over. You'll see it on the screen as well. And, you know, you've got the telephone number and everything else. Right, I'll go over it. You've got 4 sets. The first one, Johnny Lockery Story Volume 1, is 3 CDs. Then there's Johnny Lockery Johnny Lockery Story Volume 2, again 3 CDs. Third one in the collection, Volume 3, is 2 CDs and 1 DVD, and the fourth one, oh, it's so much here, the fourth one, 3 CDs. So you're getting 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 CDs and 1 DVD, and it's an extended DVD. Now, the normal price individually, $11.99, which is great value for two CDs and a DVD or 3 CDs. And you can do that if you want. You can phone up and say, I'll have Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3 for whatever. And it's $11.99. But if you want the whole collection, so that's the entire collection of Johnny Lockery, everything that he recorded, very special price, $29.95. I mean, that is under £7.50 for a box set of 2 CDs and the 3 CDs, whatever. You'll see it on the screen. Fantastic price. You can't go wrong. You've got everything that Johnny Lockery recorded. Anyway, I'll go over this all again. There's not a lot more I can say, except I think the phones are going to be very busy on this. And if they are, don't worry, because if the phones are busy and you can't get through immediately, there's always somebody there. You can phone till late in the evening, over the weekends, whatever. And if it goes through to an answer phone, you leave your name, your number, and somebody will definitely get back to you. And that's irishmusic.co.uk. And I know it's on the screen, but I'm just going to say it out loud. The number on the screen is 0161 9295 224. It's been a real pleasure. I've really enjoyed it, and thank you very much for coming, Sean.
No, thank you, Lawrence. It really has been a dream of mine, and that's honestly to get Dad's music out there. And thanks to Shamrock City for getting all the work together of Dad's work, buffing it up, cleaning it all up, separating it into great volume sets that are very affordable to everyone. And there's a chance there to get Dad's music out. That's what I really want.
And it's a one-off, that fantastic price. As I say, they're $11.99 each, which is great value for 3 CDs or 2 CDs and 1 DVD. But if you order at $29.95, you get the 11 CDs, 1 DVD. It's fantastic value of everything that your dad did.
Absolutely.
But I'm really pleased, and thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.
It may not make me tremble, the soft touch of her hand, but she won't break my heart the way you do. So I'm going to try to give her the best love that I can. If she just helps me get over you, if she just picks me up when I get down, if she's there when the memories walk around, maybe someday I'll love her as much as I loved you. If she just helps me get over you. I don't suppose that loving will ever be the same, but she wants me the way I wanted you. So I'm going to try to give her the best love that I can. If she just helps me get over you, if she just picks me up when I get down, if she's there when the memories walk around, maybe someday I'll love her as much as I loved you. If she just helps me get over you. In London town there dwells a lady, a gentle lady of scarce renown, no airs and graces, no silks nor laces, no fancy cloak, her shawl hung round. Her name is Mary, alias Bridie, with hair of silver, long flowing down. She dreams that one day she'll come home to stay, no more to ramble through London town. And Bridie lives in a world of her own, in a castle beside Rainbow's End, and she sits like a queen on her throne. She's so happy tonight to pretend that maybe one day she'll come home to stay, no more to ramble through London town. So far from home, left all alone, no friend in need, no mouths to feed. She has have flown, and Bridie lives in a world of her own, in a castle beside Rainbow's End, and she sits like a queen on her throne. She's so happy tonight to pretend that maybe one day she'll come home to stay, no more to ramble through London town.
Shamrock City, sponsored by irishmusic.co.uk. For all your music needs, visit our website.